welcome back. Today we are going to do a day in the life homeschool video. I'm going to show you guys the curriculum that we're currently using. Just little things. We're not really using a curriculum, we're just doing a little bit of different curriculums put together. So today that's what I'm going to show you, so keep on watching. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up. Make sure you guys subscribe down below, and if you have any questions or want to see any of the other workbooks or any of the other things that we use like more in depth, let me know in the comments down below and I'll make sure to do that. All right, first I'm going to start off with, these are the planners that I got for the girls. Here's Ainsley's. I just got this from my local CVS. I know you guys can get them on Amazon. I saw them on Amazon first, but I went into my CVS and they had them on clearance for half off, so I was like, why not? I like these planners because they have like different little things on the inside, like bullying, but it's not all, I mean, it's not just about bullying, but like it has things like 8 parts of speech for English and helps them with English things, common contractions, punctuation, rules of capitalization. I really like these commonly misspelled words, so if they have like a hard word that they, you know, can't figure out, they can come here and see if it's on there. Different tips for spelling. I really enjoy these guys. Social studies, branches of government. Yeah, and I got these for like $3 at my local CVS. I don't know if you guys have CVS where you guys are, but it's definitely worth checking out. Oh, and here's this. US state capitals and abbreviations. This will be great when we're working on this for history and social studies and geography. You know, this has little things for math, percentages, decimals, and fractions, multiplication table right here handy. Oh, and this one I really enjoy, the table of customary measurement. You know, different length, weight, capacity, volume, area, temperature, and you know, it helps them, you know, how many ounces are in a cup, different metric systems. I really enjoy this. And then, you know, they have like a yearly look, books I've read, goals. Let's skip through here. Here, this one, we didn't start using it until this past week. But let's see, I'll show you guys like a typical, here we go. Week 5, day 1, and just different things, graphing clouds, Babylonians research. And I typically like to just do like a week in advance. Like I haven't done next week yet, but, and here's their words of the week. This is where I'll put them down here so that they can always refer to them when we are going over spelling. So that's Ainsley's. Here's Zoe's. It's, you know, basically the same. I wanted to get them different covers, but hers is still basically, you know, has all the same things on the inside. And then here's her week 5, Lost City of Roanoke for social studies, Babylonians research, nature walk. And then here's her spelling words for the week. And there's that. Okay, so I'm gonna move these aside. So here's their math. We don't just do this, like we do math through learning as well, by like cooking or just doing other random things, counting things that we see. But this is the Evan Moore Daily Math Practice, grade 2. I'll show you, flip through. What it does is how to use, you know, how to use it, tells you what to do, how to solve word problems, and then here we go. Here's like a typical day. Week 1, day 1. It has, you know, her questions, her answers, and, you know, it goes through everything from like money to shapes to time. Complete the number charts. So typically, I mean, it's just really, you know, nice. And these books, I really enjoy these for like just things for them to watch. If you hear my dog tap dancing around, he's over here trying to torment one of the cats. But, and then I like that they have teachers, little things. I mean, not that you would need to find out for, you know, 2nd grade if you're an adult, but just like for quick reference. So that's her math. Here's Ainsley's math, her grade 5 math practice. Hers is basically the same, you know, go through different questions, and it has different things like money. Oh, here's a good one. Calculate the perimeter. And it also has the guide in the back for parents. For reading, I really enjoy these because my kids, you know, reading is not their favorite subject. They both enjoy reading certain things, but like this one's for Zoe. This is her reading comprehension. I really enjoy these specifically because, like, let's see, it has like different like determined information. These are visual aids. I really like this. It's like a student record sheet, different things. We don't use it, but okay, like say like week 1, make connections. It tells you, you know, it says like reproduce the make connections visual aid and distribute it to the students. It tells you as like the teacher like what to do. It shows you like as like the teacher what to do, what to tell the kids. Like when good readers read, they often reminded like this is like what you say to your students. And then it says like, as I read, I'm going to think about how I would act in the events of the story were happening to me. And that's what it's like asking the kids to do. Like, think about what you would do if you were Rosa to the rescue. They read the passage and they have, you know, their questions. And that's every day is something different. And then, you know, it has like the answers just like the math right in the back. Here's Ainsley's grade 5 reading comprehension. Hers is a little bit more in depth. You know, they still have the passage, and then there's a little bit more writing in the 5th grade rather than the bubble like answers. This is really nice. Here's the answer key. So we do this every day. We don't generally have like a plan of like what we do first. I generally let them pick which of the subjects they do first, as long as I don't have to teach. Like science, we typically wait until the end. Here's their daily science book. What I like about this one is this one has each week, like big idea number 1, week 1, why do flowers have different colors and scents? And it goes through like this. Oh, this is Zoe's, not Ainsley's. And it tells different, each day is something that had to do with plants and flowers and different colors and scents and the different adaptations that flowers have. And I generally take like what they're learning about here and pick which one I want to do. Like Zoe's was the plants and flowers, and Ainsley's was, I think, beavers. Let me check. Why do beavers build dams? That's what Ainsley's was about. But Ainsley's second week had to do with plants. So I went and I got some books from our local library. Like I got this Ready to Read, Eric Carle, The Tiny Seed. And Zoe read this to me. And then we did this one together, Science Kids Life Cycles of Plants. And it's just different. Super simple for them to read. Ainsley reads to us a lot with these books. And then this was my favorite, guys. This book is seriously the cutest book I've ever seen. How Plants Use Color to Communicate. And that really went with our adaptations that we were learning about in Zoe's. But look how cute and like fun this book is. Like the illustrations are just They're just so cute. So many different colors. So we used this book to do our plants and flowers section for the, I typically do like 2 weeks of the same thing. Like this week we're going to be doing clouds and weather, like learning about different clouds and weather. But okay, here's our history lesson for the week. We are or for this unit, I should say, we are learning about the Babylonians, the Assyrians, and the Sumerians. We've already read this one and this one. We are on to the Babylonians. I really enjoyed this book. We are on chapter 5. It's very detailed, lets them know about, you know, exactly what we're learning about. There's pictures that they're interested in looking at. And what we do with this is we go through and we'll read the books and then we'll ask questions. And then once we're done with all 3 books, I'm going to have a test for them to do. Here are their nature journals. I let them decorate them. Here's Zoe's. Here's Ainsley's. If you guys watched my last homeschool video, day in the life video, you saw us go out and do it. Here are our extras. This is Ainsley's book that she's reading right now, Banicula. So she's reading this. Zoe is reading this Young Cam Jansen little chapter book. And then we like to do a little bit of poetry. I love these little short poems. I grew up with these Shel Silverstein books, A Light in the Attic, and I let them pick a few out and we'll read them and talk about them. They're just really fun and interesting for little kids, and they're just silly. So I definitely recommend these books if you guys haven't read them or heard of them. And then I like to use these brain games for Zoe. This is 1st grade. She is in 2nd grade, but I mean, they're not, you know, I'm not worried about them going backwards or whatever. So what you do is you flip it, they do the questions, and then they can flip it over and there's the answers. So questions and answers. I got this, I believe, from my local Ollie's. If you guys don't have, yes, for $2.99, guys. If you guys don't have an Ollie's, or you do have an Ollie's, I suggest you go in there and look at different workbooks and just different books in general. They have a lot to offer. Right, well, let's get into spelling. Spelling is typically our easiest subject that I basically just do this by myself. I just have a folder and every day we do spelling. I just have them, you know, I write out their spelling words and they have to do something, you know, that I tell them to. Like this one was write the word 3 times. This one was write each word or each word in a sentence. And that's it. I mean, I like them to study and look over their words. And then they like me to grade them. I mean, I'm sitting right here, so I know they're doing it right, but they like to just get the grade. But yeah, that's basically what we do. So yeah, if you guys are interested in homeschooling and if you guys are interested in homeschooling and you have any questions, feel free to comment down below and just let me know if, you know, it's something that you're interested in. You know, a lot of people, they don't homeschool because that they think they're not smart enough, or they think that their kids won't, you know, get enough knowledge, and that's completely false, guys. You know, kids learn every day. Their brains are just always thinking and processing, and they're learning just through play. They're learning through doing anything. You know, have them help you in the kitchen. Have them just help you do anything you do around the house, cooking, cleaning. That's typically what I do, and we just learn through all of the things that we do. And you know, it's not always easy. You know, there are days where, you know, the kids don't want to learn, the kids don't want to work, they don't want to just sit down and do it, you know, a full day worth of school. And, you know, that's fine. Sometimes, you know, with homeschooling, like, you're able to be like, you know what, you don't feel like doing it right now, then we're just gonna do it later. You don't wanna do your reading right now, then you're just going to read an extra, you know, 15 minutes before bedtime. So I like the versatility of homeschooling. I think that it is good for our family. You know, my older two kids, one's in high school, one is in 8th grade and middle school, and, you know, they both thrive in those kind of environments. And I'm not saying that my other two don't, but I like that, one, I like to keep their innocence as long as I possibly can, and two, you know, there are plenty of opportunities for me to get them to learn things that they wouldn't typically learn about in school. Like, if they're things that they're interested in. Like, Zoe really wants to learn how to sew and do that, so I think we're going to do that this year. Ansley wants to learn how to cook, so we're going to do that. And so yeah, I mean, the versatility of homeschooling itself is just so nice. You know, you get to learn about things that they want to learn about, as well as, you know, the typical subjects of school. And that's what I really enjoy. I like that they are learning through play. I like that they're learning through just doing things that they are interested in and things that I'm interested in them doing. You know, and there are a ton of resources. I don't know if you guys, you know, where you live, but you would be surprised at how many resources there are in any area. You know, I had no idea that there were so many co-ops in this area. We're not part of a co-op, but if I wanted to be, I could be. You know, so that is an option. But there are, you know, there's a few music places here that do lessons for homeschool kids. There are different gyms in the area, rec centers, that offer discounts for parents of homeschool children so that they can get their physical education. There's also different, there's like a few dance places and gymnastics places that offer not only discounts to parents of homeschool kids, but different times, because I know a lot of the time, you know, your kids are in different sports outside of, you know, school, homeschool, whatnot, that are typically in the evening, and, you know, you can only do so many. But a lot of, like, there's a few gymnastics places here that offer a homeschool class at like 11 in the afternoon, and I think that's great. I think that's great that, you know, places offer things like that for homeschool parents, because, you know, a lot of the time there aren't options like that. And I don't know if in your area, but if you are registered with the school that is in your area and you are a homeschool parent, if you're registered through the county of the school as a homeschool family, you can participate in your local school's sports programs. So say I homeschool my 11-year-old daughter, and say I am registered through the school. We are not, we're actually registered through an umbrella school, but say we were registered through, say she wanted to play volleyball for the school, she would be able to try out and actually play on that high school's team, even though she is not a high school student at that high school, but she is registered in the county. So, you know, those are also possibilities. Those are things I didn't know that homeschool parents could do when I did have my kids in public school, and I think that's an amazing, you know, thing for them to offer to parents and children who are in homeschool. Because a lot of the times people think like, oh, you know, if I homeschool my kids, they're not going to be socialized enough. And that's not true. There are so many different things you can do to socialize your kids. You can take them to play dates. You can take them to different you can enroll them in different sports. You can enroll them in different activities, things like that. Like my girls were doing 4-H this year, and, you know, they'll make friends that way. And then, you know, just my kids have made plenty of friends through sports. So, I mean, that is an excuse, not saying that you have to homeschool your kids, but that is an excuse that doesn't really pertain to actual homeschool children. It really depends on the parents to put their kids in different, different social activities and different social settings so that their kids can become more socialized. So, you know, that's always an option, doing different things. Even if you just take your kid to the park once in a while and you know, you meet up with parents, you know, your kids are making friends that way. So it's really dependent on how much you do as a parent on how socialized your child is. But yeah, that's it. totally forgot to upload a outro video, but I hope you guys liked this video. If you did, make sure to give it a thumbs up, subscribe down below, and if you have any other homeschool questions, or if you guys are interested in seeing anything else homeschool related, just leave a comment down below with what you'd like to see, or just leave a comment down below and let me know what you guys would like to see. And like I said, I hope you guys like this video. And make sure you guys subscribe and hit that notification bell. It's free to do, and it just helps my family, and it keeps you guys notified of every time I upload a video. And yeah, I hope you guys had a great day. Bye.